And then he turned and said, he's speechless. Nobody has ever spoken to him this way. And I said, that's exactly. I'm not speechless. I talk and I speak things that are tough, difficult to discuss. Issues that will help people to be free, to be whom God has created them, all that God has created them to be, so that they can reflect the goodness of God as God's workmanship in all communities across the universe. That's the essence of the whole thing. It is about removing those things, hindrances, decrees, laws, policies, programs, projects that have hindered their growth, their development, their advancement, their thriving, flourishing to be all that God has created them to be. That's exactly what it's all about. All those practices, decrees, doctrine, and the laws that are created, practices, are meant for what? To create inhibition, bring pains, the pains of lack, deficiency, deficit, removal, denial of their rights, their entitlements, dues that are due to them, already guaranteed rights, so that they will be stunted in growth and all that. What are the signs of being in a relationship or entering into a relationship that the motive is wrong? The motives, the one I will just mention three things. I've already talked about one, that is incompatibility. That's the scenario that I've painted. Incompatibility. It could be emotional incompatibility, just like social incompatibility or spiritual incompatibility. You could see my spiritual level from the way that he went about to preach the Christian religion he doesn't know much about to me. And you could see my narrative with him, how the relationship flow, the disconnect, emotional disconnection, the spiritual disconnection. There's a gap that cannot connect. Are you getting it? It's the same socially. There's a gap that cannot be connected, that cannot be fixed, that cannot relate and hand. And therefore, another point now, that there are three I's. One is incompatibility. Two is what? Infidelity. And another one is infertility. Infidelity is insincerity. Because when these things start happening, you start finding out how you be able to beat the process and be able to remain alive and sustain yourself, pick the pieces of your life and all that. These are things that brings about all those things, the brokenness and all that, and creating rooms for all those things. Now the last one is what? It is infertility. Because there's no growth. They are everywhere you are stuck. You are caged. You cannot be able to grow to the level, to thrive and blossom, the level God has already created you to be, to thrive, to blossom, flourish, and be all that he has created you to be, and reflecting his own goodness as his own workmanship in all communities across the universe. And this is why you see me fighting and keep on pushing this narrative. And I told the young man, when he now said thank you, that nobody has ever told him this kind of thing before and explain it in details like this. I said, do not just say I told you. Help me and pass this message to your friends and fans, online and offline, so that oppression, suppression, repression, subjugation, coercion, harassment, intimidation, and all those hindrances that help make people not to become whom God has created them to become all, so that they will be able to reflect the goodness of God, so that good will overcome evil in all communities across the universe. You have a part to play by sharing this same story, this same message to your fans and friends in whatever platform you are, in offline and online. I thank you for doing so. If you want more practical guide to put into practice in relationship and in journey of life for individuals and groups across the universe, you can go order for a copy of my book entitled The Good Art of Chidebere. is written by me. You will see different art that are put into practical guide. It is not just saying love. I have defined love and I put it into practical practice of how we can put it in our daily activities. I define what they call a trust. It is the same thing. I define concern. I define respect. All those things. Share. All those things are attributes that help for a healthy relationship. And when these things are bypassed, broken, and all that, what will have are broken relationship, broken lives, and pieces of people with broken lives. Some of them are buried as secret. Part of the secret of sand. May you not be among the statistics, and I will not be among the statistics. We will all live to reflect the goodness of God in all communities across the universe. Remain blessed. Peace.